everyone, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Emma, and today I will be showing you how I used my Cricut machine to make custom bookplate stickers. If you weren't familiar with what bookplates are or what ex libris means, a bookplate is just a label on a book indicating who the book belongs to. And ex libris is actually Latin, meaning from the books of or from the library of whomever is indicated on the label. I'm really excited to share this video with you all today because it really combines two of my favorite hobbies, reading and crafting. I will be showing you two different styles of book plates, one using print and cut templates available on Cricut Design Space, and another using the Cricut drawing function. Before starting this project, I went on Pinterest to get some inspiration, and I hope you can use this tutorial to either recreate what I have done here or come up with your own unique designs and share them on social media. Now, let's get started. So the first I'm going to show you is design using pre-designed print and cut book plates in Cricut Design Space. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up to your function and select pen. And then under the style, you have to select writing, and that's going to ensure that your font is going to turn out correctly. Now, I will link all of the fonts and image numbers of the things that I've used in the description down below, so that if you really like these fonts, you can use them in your projects as well. So once you've written out your text, you just got to resize it to make it the correct size for the book plate that you want to use, and it's just really about lining it up. So once you've got it where you think you want it, attach or highlight it and then go to align, and you're going to center horizontally, and that's going to make sure that it's in the right spot. Then you're going to highlight it again and click attach. This is going to make sure that your writing goes in the right spot, so it's going to stay where it's supposed to. You're not going to have writing all over the place where you don't intend it to be, which we've all done before. And so that's the same for any of these ex libris templates that we use here. I just use the green and the blue one. Now for this one, it's a little different. What we're going to do is we're going to do a cutout of the first initial and then some writing down below. So what I've done is I've put my letter, and then I've set the function to cut. I've lined it up, and then we're going to slice it. So you highlight them both after they've lined up where they're supposed to go. And my computer's taking a while. Once they are sliced, they'll pop over in your menu over there, and then you just take it away. And there you go. And then you just line up your writing font in the little area below. Now this was actually in Cricut Design Space. I believe Leah Griffiths does this project, but for whatever reason on my Design Space I couldn't access the video where she showed how to do it, so I just figured it out myself. That seems to happen to me. I'm not sure if it's because I'm living in Canada and sometimes things are just different for what I can access on Design Space. Now, designing the drawn book plates. This one I did a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a circle, and we're going to change the function to pen, so it's drawn. And I like to make my stickers with the diameter of 6 centimeters. And these are the images that I had queued up. Again, I will leave the image numbers down below. And it's really just a matter of lining it up however you want to. So I've got some flowers here, and I was like, well, like that looks really nice. I have to pick an image that it's small and detailed enough, but then you can also still see it. Like if it's too tiny, it'll give you a little bit of grief. So yeah, you're just going to add whatever text you like. So I chose to write ex libris and then put my name in the bottom. So you just make your text, making sure all of your settings are correct. If you're a newer user like me, it can be a little bit frustrating, but keep away at it. You'll get there. So you just have to make sure that everything is sized, oops, and turning out like you want to. And once we have things, I kind of have an idea of how I want it lined up, then I highlight the whole thing, in theory, yeah. You highlight the whole thing, and you click align, and you center it horizontally. and then it's all perfectly lined up. Then we have to have the cutout portion. So you want these stickers to be cut out on your sticker paper. So I just set a circle in the cut function and I changed the color to white. And oops, I forgot, I have to attach all of my writing or like my drawing images together, or else they'll just be all over the place. And now I need the sticker to be a little bit bigger than the drawing area, so you just have to resize it however you want to. I like to get it pretty close to the drawn line, but not quite right on top of it, just in case you have any cutting errors. And yeah, so you get it just about the size you want, and then you line it all up, and you can just hit center, and there you go. Your first bookplate drawn sticker is done. All attached and ready to go. And then I just did another little dragon one down here, and so I'm just like running through it really quick to show you how you can do different things, different kinds of drawn images. I did a couple of circles around this one because that's just what I thought I wanted, and then you just make sure you got your cut circle behind it. Now the next sticker that I've done is a little bit of a different style. So we're going to make a drawn circle, make sure it's in the right function, and set the size to the diameter that you want. I always use 6 centimeters just to start. And then I'm going to make another smaller circle inside. Again, I've got to change that to pen and make it a little bit smaller. Maybe not that small. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay. And then I'm going to put the image of the book in the center. And what am I going to do next? Oops. Okay. Don't do that. Highlight them all, and we're going to align them, and we're going to center them. That looks better. Okay. Then I have these 2 drawn images of stars, and I'm going to put them on, like, in between the 2 circles. And again, I want to line them up, so you highlight the whole thing, you go up to align, and you're going to center them vertically. There we go. Now, this is kind of like if you've ever made a personalized Starbucks cup. This is kind of the idea, but instead of cutting vinyl, we're doing pen drawings. So that's what we're doing here. So you just pick your font, make sure the size of the font can fit in between the 2 circles. And so I've got Ex Libris on the top, and then I'm going to do another little text box, and I'm just going to put my name, and we're going to resize that. Boop, boop, boop. Resized. And again, making sure that it will fit in between the 2 circles. I didn't really want it to overlap, but you can do whatever you'd like. Make it whatever your style is. Here we go. And then, just check in, seeing if I like everything. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to line it up. So I only selected the text and the circles because I don't want to throw off my other alignments. So you're going to select the things you want to align, and then we're going to center horizontally. There you go. Top box moved over a bit. Now I want these to curve. Oh, but I'm not quite happy with the size there. Fix it. Okay. Yeah, so I want these to curve inside the line. So you select your text and you hit curve, and you, oh, didn't you go the wrong way? And then you select how much you want the text to curve. And then you can, once it's curved, it kind of needs a little bit more adjusting. And like my name actually fits in there, but I want it to like kind of match a bit. I didn't get too hung up on whether like the degree of curving was the same, but I did want it to be a little bit curved. Yeah. So then you can go in, and you've got to, again, a lot of this is making sure that everything is aligned correctly. So you select your text, you select your circles, and you line it all up again. You just center that horizontally. Whoops. And then you can go ahead and select it all and attach. So now your text, that's how it is. They're all together and they won't move around on you. Then we just need the cutout part. And I'm going to change it to white just for my brain. And then I'm going to give it I'll make it a bit bigger and send it to the back. That happens sometimes. And then fiddle around with the size to make sure that it's the size that I want. And you highlight it. And we're going to go center. There you go. And attach. And there you have it. Now, when you're making the book plates, I ran into a couple issues. So when I first clicked make it, it looked fine. Now, you had your print and cut, and then you had your drawings. But the drawings aren't on the right size paper. I need it to be on a letter size, so an 8.5 by 11. Then this happened. Some of the drawings went on the print and cut, and if you see over on the left side of the screen, the print and cut function was actually grayed out. So you can click the 3 dots and then move the object to the second mat, because this is going to take 2 mats. But I just kept running into issues here. I couldn't get it to work. Thinking back now, you could just make as many duplicates as will fit on your sheet of paper and then attach them all within a square that size. Like make an 8.5 by 11 size rectangle, see how many you can fit in, make them all up, and then attach them all together so they won't move around on you. That would probably work. But at the time of filming this, I just really didn't think that through. And so I was getting really frustrated. I was working on this later and I couldn't get the print and cut function to work. So I was like, forget it. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to hide the drawn ones for now and just work with my print and cut ones and drawn. And then it worked for me. So you get them all how you need to go, make it, send it to your printer, and I do a couple of things here. So I always add bleed, and I always use my system dialog so I can get the best quality print. Then you just select your material and get going with all of your things. You might notice a white line on the printout. Don't worry, it will cut out. And then you get to be mesmerized watching the writing and the cutting like I do. And then for your drawn ones, I just went ahead and hid the others, and just make sure you have your paper selected to the correct size on your mat. So I'm using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of sticker paper, and once you have that selected and the material size is all right, you select the type of material that you're going to use, put in your pen and your cutting blade, and away you go. And that is it, you guys. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you do end up making your own book plates, please share them on social media and tag me. It would really mean so much to me. I had so much fun with this project, and I couldn't wait to put these all in my favorite books, and then you can just have them. This would be a great idea as like a gift for someone in your life who loves reading and has their own library or collection of books. I think this would be really special, and with the holidays coming up, I think it would be really, really sweet. So like I said, I will link down below all of the image numbers of the things that I used and the fonts that I used. And yeah, I will leave my social media tags down below as well, so if you do make something, share them and tag me. It would really mean so much. Thank you all very, very much. I appreciate your time. Take care. Bye-bye.